If there ever was one person that I would not have thought would start editing their videos, it was CC, Chris from New York, Westchester County. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist. Today, CC is back in his car, complaining about something yet again.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 9/21, 2025.
Why the long face, CC? Usually you're happy when you deliver these lines. What happened?
I have a question for you.
Ask away. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a dumb question at all.
Okay. Well, above me is the sun coming closer to us.
We are clearly not off on a good start. I know you haven't asked the question yet, but the coming closer must have been a slip of the tongue. Right, CC? Right?
You know, in the morning, very few of us can actually capture this because I wake up early all the time. But I figured I'd share it with you. It's beautiful, right?
It is indeed something beautiful. And the African sunrise and the African sunset even, one of the most spectacular things you can see in your life.
Unfortunately, it's been obscured by these chemtrails that they've been doing for the last 50 years.
Clouds, CC, you mispronounced clouds. The sunrise is being obstructed by clouds.
You know what chemtrails are? Yeah, that would be the spraying of planes. You know, those little lines in the sky.
Not real. That's what chemtrails are. They are not real. So planes do make these thin white lines called contrails, and they have been shown a multitude of times. Let's not pretend this is something new.
Yeah, the weatherman has no idea how to explain that. He just called some clouds. So when you open up your app for the Weather Channel and you just see a cloudy day, obviously look forward to a chemtrail day.
How has a cloudy day been relabeled as a chemtrail day? Do you realize how many planes has to fly overhead to fill out the entire sky with contrails? Have we skipped over the question you wanted to ask earlier? You truly have the attention span of a toddler, CC.
I want to know something. Apparently, when you're here on this flat land and you look up and you see these beautiful, sparkling lights in the sky.
Oh, now we're getting into the good stuff. The flat earth astronomy lecture we've all been waiting for. This will be good. So when I look up at the stars, I try to identify the stars and constellations that I know and to see if I can learn some new ones along with that.
Well, that's all it is. It's a amazing light show. But
language, CC. This is a family channel.
You see these sparkling lights in the sky, and you're told that the atmosphere is what's making these things flicker like that.
True, the atmosphere plays a role in why stars flicker, but it's a combination of multiple factors, only one of which is the atmosphere. If stars were a lot closer, we wouldn't see them flicker at all, as they would no longer be point sources of light.
My question is to you, if you can see them down here, what a spectacular view it would be without the atmosphere or anything like that.
It would be spectacular indeed. In fact, without an atmosphere, you would even be able to see the stars during the day.
On another planet. Wouldn't it be fantastic? Or in space, for example. But you see, I'm sorry, NASA doesn't have any stars in any of their pictures. Not a single one outside of our atmosphere, that is.
And what about these? And these are only a few of the many that are out there. And if you would follow the Flat Earth slogan and just do your research, you could find them as well.
Especially on the moon landing. I mean, there's no atmosphere on the moon. Am I right? I think I am.
Of course you think you're right, CC. The only thing bigger than your hair is your ego. To think that you are smarter, more informed, and knows more than the entire scientific community of today, as well as the past 1,000 years. You truly need an ego that could eclipse the sun.
But there's no atmosphere on the moon, so it should be crystal clear. Because you can see Earth, obviously, they have pictures of Earth from the moon, but you don't see any stars.
CC, if they wanted to capture stars from the surface of the moon, we would barely be able to see the moon and the astronauts. As the moon's surface is so much brighter than the stars, the exposure level needed to have been way, way down. Now, since they weren't there to capture stars from the surface of the moon, they were there to take pictures of the moon landing itself, the exposure was set to show the bright lunar surface as well as the white suits that the astronauts were wearing. But I will give you a challenge, CC. Take your phone, put your exposure on auto, and point it and focus it on the moon and take a picture. Now tell me, do you see the stars that surround the moon? No, because it's overexposed by the bright moon.
So my question is to you.
Finally, the question we've all been waiting to answer. I almost forgot why we were here in the first place.
Why can't NASA produce any stars in the background in any of their pictures?
Humor me. If it was all fake, why didn't they just put the stars in to begin with? It would surely have been no issue, since all the other stuff was already fake. It's just adding a few spots of light.
Shouldn't people just wake up to that fact? I mean, this is 101.
Wake up, like you, and be all high and mighty, having to make videos in my car because people at home will laugh at me? I think let's leave CC to ponder the stars and the contrails and dive deeper into the rabbit hole he calls his mind. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a comment down as it helps the algorithm to get my video out there. Huge thank you to everyone who supports this channel with their finances through Patreon and YouTube memberships. If you want to join, links are in the description. As always, I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist, and I'll see you next time.
Wake the up! There are no stars anywhere in any of the photographs from NASA.